Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I am on this morning to continue the conversation that we all had yesterday and to discuss solutions, solutions to our problem out there, to discuss where and how, who, what, what are we going to do, people? What are we going to do about our schools? So I am inviting some folks because I don't have all the answers. I'm going to invite people, and we're going to keep it moving and see if we can come up with a happy medium in this. I'm learning to as I pray, as I ask for guidance in this walk that I'm taking on. I am an advocate for STEM or STEAM, where it's encouraging young girls to be active, to have a passion for science, technology, engineering, math, and art. And along with that, I have also incorporated safety. Safety is first. Safety is first and foremost before we talk about anything. And so you guys share this message so that we can have a great conversation this morning and be encouraged as well. My prayers and my heart goes out to those people, to those families who lost their loved ones during this atrocity, this other atrocity, this number 18 atrocity of a mass murder committed in our schools, in our schools. And a lot of people have posted the races of these people. Well, there is no color to this, and I understand why it was posted. I even said something about it as well, because you cannot label hate, confusion, mental illness as a color. It is just not a color. Hate, a crime is committed every single day by all races of people. So we are wrong in that aspect by just pointing out the race. We need to start pointing and talking about solutions. Solutions. We cannot go in with a woe is me mentality. We cannot go in with hate coming out of our minds. We cannot go in with violence already in our brain as to, if something happens in our school, this is what I'm going to do. No, we have to come with a sound solution, come with some, come with change in mind, come with change in mind. There's so much that I want to say, and I ask you to comment now. Please comment now and tell me what are your thoughts. Now, yesterday I told my people that were listening, I said that I am willing, as a retired military service member, I am willing to retrain and go back into schools just to post up and be ready for anything. Not necessarily be ready, but to deter it by even our presence in the school. And because this is just gotten out of hand. There are organizations as we speak who are talking about the same thing, and they're forming different marches and all this, and asking our powers that be to step in and make an attempt to make the school safe. So again, I need to know what your comments are. What are your comments down there? Post them, please, so I can bring them to the forefront. And I'm going to turn on, because I can't see it for some reason, but I'm going to turn on my phone, and that way I can talk to you guys from both points. So come on in and tell me, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? I'm waiting on that. Yes. What are your thoughts on this? This is frightening. And then the thing about it is that this is not a single incident. As you see this, and these schools are different. They're different areas. So do you know that these things can happen right here in our neck of the woods, right here in your backyard, right there in your hometown? We are not immune to it. We're not immune to it. So I'm asking you now, who's with me in the effort to do something about it, to protest in a way, in a form, in a fashion of peace, and to challenge our government, our local, our city, our state government, our federal government, to step in and do something about this, because we all cannot take our kids out of school. Everybody cannot do it out of the public school, not at this moment. But I had someone to come on yesterday, and she said that eventually she believes that everyone will be doing a distance learning. And then they are having, you know how homeschool goes, then they go out to their extracurricular activities. Okay, that is so. That is perfect. However, who's to say that when you go to your extracurricular activities, the children being involved in these curricular activities, that it doesn't happen there? You know, I mean, no one can say that we're safe, period, in anything. Safe in the arms of God. And I acknowledge that. But God gives us wisdom, and wisdom that is, if we have measures that we can take, the police, the training, the National Guard, training the reservists, training people to come into the schools. And you know what? If you go back in, what was that, can't remember the actual date, with George C. Wallace. If you can bring in the National Guard to prevent kids from getting an education because of their race, you can bring in the National Guard, or you can bring them in to prevent death. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So again, y'all, I really want you guys to think about this. And this conversation is not going to change. I am going to be about this business because I love kids. I love kids, and I want I want all the kids to be safe, no matter where they are. And we have to, as parents, as constituents, we have to do something about it. So I'm going to leave it at that. And you guys be blessed. You can talk about this over and over. I'm going to bring in, next time I'm on, I'll bring in some things that people have already put together, and maybe you may want to be a part of. I'll bring that in as well, or you can also present that. So God bless you. We'll talk about it again at noon.